Hello again, good people. We went and did a house sit in Wentworth Falls, which is just down the hill from Katoomba, so we still could go and visit our son. So there were two dogs, Melly and that's Timmy, and they were very friendly, nice dogs. But there's a lot to see around Wentworth Falls. So this is Hazelbrook, where there's a lot of good walks and waterfalls, etc.
Horseshoe Falls.
I hope you enjoy it.
Hazelwood, which is a third of the way down the mountain, south of, east of Katoomba. Nice little waterfall. And there's Belinda behind the waterfall. Can't help itself. Not much water in it, but it is nearly summer. This is Oakland Falls. Pretty cool being behind a waterfall. Down there is the Wentworth Falls. Doesn't have a lot of water in it, but it is nearly summertime. But like everything in the Blue Mountains, the scenery is spectacular. Huge valley up there. And steep valley down here. Actually standing over the edge. There's nothing underneath us. It's a long way down there. This goes right around the cliff edge. Don't know how far, but we're right. Well, the camera will pick this up, but that is straight down. That is cliff edge. Luckily they got this handrail here. And everywhere you go there's bloody tourists with cameras. Then you can get the idea of how steep these is, or even these are. We're watching Belinda disappear into the distance down there. And of course we've got to come back up these steps. But you can see that Belinda's actually walking on an overhang there. And the stairs, I don't know whether we're going to do those today, but disappears down and so it disappears right down into the valley down there. You can see the handrail. Don't know if we're going to do that today though. So this is still Katoomba. You might get the idea that I'm a bit fascinated with Katoomba, but I do love it a lot. Anytime it rains, because it's the 3rd of December now, you get this fog. And sometimes it's a darn sight heavier than this, but it's in its own way stunning. But you can see, I don't know how well this video will pick it up, but you can see that's a steep cliff I'm standing on. And that there is Scenic World, the end of one of their rides. So that goes up and then straight up the cliff. I think I mentioned the Furnuncular Railroad in a previous vid. And yes, that's the end of it, and then you can possibly see way down there, there's a walkway, so you can leave the railway at that point and take a walk down into the valley and either walk back up, which is a hell of a climb I'll tell you, or come back and take the railway. Yeah, nice foggy day. It's anyway, 2:30 in the afternoon or something like that, and the fog's just rolling in, and it's rolling in heavier and heavier. I like it anyway. And there's a white cocky. There we go. Yeah. Going about his business. So this is the same lookout. Yesterday was at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is before 8 o'clock in the morning. You can see over there is actually the Three Sisters. I didn't point that out yesterday. And then we've still got the fog, but it's right down in the valley. That's pretty specky in the sunlight. So this is called Cahill's Lookout. That there is Boar's Head. It's supposed to look like a boar, but it looks more like a wolf to me. And yeah, we're right on the edge of Katoomba. We're about a kilometre from where my son lives. And this is just another one of those valleys that surround Katoomba. Farmland right down there. But just up over there is the town of Katoomba. It's not very far. Katoomba is riddled with places like this. Cliffs and valleys and rivers, forests, and just up there is there's a road and people live there. It's actually suburbia, so it's really close to town. I mean, Katoomba is just one of those places you don't have to go very far to see views like this. If you think there's a jump in the bloody video, it's because my fat finger hit the button and I turned it off. So, yeah. You might get the impression that I really like Katoomba and its surrounding, and you'd probably be correct. Cahill's Lookout.
This is just some scenery around Katoomba, different lookouts and what have you, and then we stopped off at the brewery. That's me being silly, and had a few beers. They make a very nice Kolsch, so that was good, and very nice and good food. And this here is a mate of my son's. He's an architect and he's building this house, and you can see it just sits almost on the edge of a cliff. It's not finished, but it is for sale if you want a little investment property in the Blue Mountains. Really nice, and the view is spectacular. You will never be built out. So it's not finished, but you can put in an offer. Make a really great little B&B place. It's only a couple of bedrooms. That's pretty good. Christmas dinner. And then we took the train down to Sydney, and this is Hyde Park, and the rest is reasonably obvious, I think.